welcome back to another Carzone review. The Opel Astra is one of the perennials of the compact class. It's been around for years and it's very well known. And now it's back for a new generation with new digital features and this stunning new look. Since we last met the Opel Astra, Opel is now part of the Stellantis group. So this really is a new chapter for the Astra. It's got a new platform, it's got new technology, new engines and electrified powertrains for the very first time. The Astra Hatchback goes on sale priced from just under €28,000 and competition is really heating up now in the compact class. The Astra's old rivals include cars like the Volkswagen Golf, the Ford Focus, the Toyota Corolla and the Peugeot 308, which the Astra shares a lot under the skin with because they're both part of the Stellantis group. But this face looks like it means business. So in this video, we're going to take a closer look at the new Astra to see has Opel done enough to help it to stand out against rivals and maybe even convince a few SUV buyers to climb back down into a hatchback. Before we get into the rest of the video, please click subscribe to stay up to date with all our latest videos. And remember, you can find more Opels for sale like this Astra on carzone.ie, Ireland's trusted motoring marketplace. The Opel Astra is built on a new platform and all the engines are new. So there's a 1.2 litre turbo petrol engine and there's also a 1.5 litre diesel available. There's manual and automatic gearboxes as well. There's a plug-in hybrid on the way and that will come with two different power outputs, and then there's a full electric Astra penciled in for 2023. What I have here is the 1.2 litre petrol with a 6-speed manual gearbox and 130 horsepower, and I think it's a great option for the new Astra. It is lively in terms of performance for what is still quite a basic 3-cylinder petrol engine. Now you will hear it working as you go through the gears, but it's got quite a nice tone to it. It's actually quite sporty. If you're looking for the best economy at the moment, you'll still want to go for that 1.5 litre diesel, particularly if you do a lot of motorway miles at high speeds. But this petrol Astra, it's still reasonably efficient for what it is. The Opel Astra is built on the same platform as the Peugeot 308 and some other cars from the Stellantis group as well. But Opel engineers have tuned the Astra to make it an Opel. And I think they've done a really good job because it's really fun and engaging to drive. The steering and the handling are very sharp and composed. It's comfortable, and being a German car and being an Opel, it's also Autobahn proof. So it stays really nice and steady in motorway driving. So I think it's one of the best hatchbacks to drive in this class. Opel has really got their design mojo back with this new Astra, and it's now one of the best looking cars in the class. It's kind of modern and retro all at the same time. And that's because Opel has gone back in time for inspiration and tapped into their sporting heritage to create a really unique look for this new Astra. This is the new face of Opel. They call it the visor face. You've got this black panel that stretches across the front of the car, flanked by these very sharp LED headlamps, and the Opel Blitz in the centre is blacked out because this is the sporty SRI model. You also get this glossy black vent area below the number plate and a very charismatic crease in the centre of the bonnet. The new Astra is a little bit longer, wider and taller than the car it replaces. There are 3 trim levels, SC, SRI and Elite, and they all alter the look of the car somewhat. This is the SRI model, it's the sportiest of them all, and it gets the 17-inch alloy wheels. It's got a black contrast roof and rear privacy glass, and one retro inspired design feature that I really like is this gill effect in the C-pillar, which is actually a design tribute to the Opel Kadett, which was the Astra's predecessor. There's 422 litres of boot space in the new Opel Astra hatchback, which makes it one of the best in class. It's also got a 2-position floor, and you can move that to create this flat loading sill, so it's really easy to slide things in and out of the boot of the Astra. You can also let down the rear seats if you need more space, and there's also an Opel Astra estate coming that will have over 600 litres of boot space. It's from the driver's seat where you can really see and feel the transformation that this Opel Astra has had. It's really matured very well, I have to say, and this new dashboard is big on digital with these 2 screens that combine to give an almost widescreen effect that's very fashionable at the moment. The centre console is also quite high, so it feels really sporty and driver focused here from behind the wheel. These 2 digital screens come as standard across the range in the new Astra, and this one in the centre for the infotainment comes with a wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto connection. There's also some physical buttons to control the ventilation. It feels like this new Astra got the modern update that it really needed inside. Other standard features include cruise control, climate control, a leather-wrapped steering wheel, front and rear parking sensors, and keyless start. In terms of quality, I would say that the new Astra is about middle of the road. So everything in your direct line of vision looks good, but there is quite a lot of exposed hard plastic here in the doors. There's also a new steering wheel. It's got this chrome spoke here, which looks really good, but I think the whole thing could have been finished with a little bit more elegance. What is really good are these seats. They're really comfortable and supportive, and Opel puts a lot of effort into the seats in their car. These ones are AGR approved, which, long story short, means they're some of the best seats that you'll find in the compact class. In the back, it's about average for head and leg room for this class of car, but you will be able to sit adults back here. It will be tight for a middle seat passenger, but there is a centre armrest with 2 cup holders, a place for a phone, and there's also a little hatch through to the boot. There's Isofix on the 2 outer seats, and you also get separate ventilation controls for the people in the rear of the car and 1 USB-C port. So should you buy this new Opel Astra? Well, if you're looking for a smart hatchback that looks good and is fun to drive, then you really need to check out this new Opel Astra. It's got the modern update it really needed, with a new digital cabin and more equipment. While it's just petrol and diesel Astras for now, there are more electrified versions on the way. But in the meantime, this petrol Astra is a stylish and fun to drive alternative to an SUV at a really appealing price point. But what do you think? Would you choose this Opel Astra over a Volkswagen Golf, for example? Leave a comment and let us know. Thanks for watching. Remember, you can find Opels like this and more on Carzone.ie, Ireland's trusted motoring marketplace. See you in the next one.